Hello, I'm back with the Focus today, and it's been a while since I've done anything to this car, and there's a very good reason for that. I've got it at a nice little sweet spot. It's a good little daily. I've fixed the exterior mostly, I fixed the interior mostly, so I'm kind of running out of things to do. So if you got suggestions on what else you'd like to see on a Mk1 Focus, make sure you comment below. Everything from here on out would be, I think, a bigger project, so I'm not sure whether that would ruin this as a nice little daily. But I do have one more thing up my sleeve for you today. Very quick, very easy, cheap and easy to get. Well, unless you live at the bottom of the world like I do in Australia, and then it might take you 6 months for it to get here. But in any case, I got it now, so yeah, let me show you what I got in mind today. All right, come on. Let's see what's in the box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Well, ta-da! Short throw shifter. So this one is coming from Steeda in the USA. And because I've got an MTX75 transmission, it's got a reverse lockout, which means it's got one of these little top hats as well. Comes with some assembly lube and a zip tie, which you're also gonna need. That's kind of it. It's a really simple device and pretty simple to install. So let's go and do that now. So before we can put that new puppy in, we gotta take the old one out. I've got an MTX75 and that's the 5-speed. The 2-litre Zetecs have these and the RS models do as well. To remove these is quite simple. Twist off your knob. Alright, because I've got a reverse lockout, I've got a spring on the top here, so just pull that off and that gets you to about that point. Next, lift from the back and then the sides will also come off. And then I've got a wiring harness just here, so just push that in and it unclips like that, and then you'll pretty much be able to do that. Okay, at this point there will be a cable tie that's holding this thing on, so just find the end of it, which for me is over there, and snip the sucker off just like that. So once that's loose, this whole thing will come off as one piece. Put that aside. All right, so you'll be facing something like this. Now this is how the reverse lockout works. Check it out. That's 5th. And when you try to put it in 6th, which you don't have, this piece of plastic here is holding you from going into reverse when you're trying to engage from 5th. So when you pull up, it clears this piece of plastic and you can put it in reverse. And when you let that go, it does not. We're going to take this off because we're going to pull the shaft out, of course. So the thing holding this reverse lockout in is this cable mount over here. So first and foremost, just pop this cable off. Now we've got that loose. So now we're going to have to remove this pivot ball. So the way to do that is on this side, you've got a Phillips head screw. So just undo that, pretty simple. And once that screw is out, with a little bit of persuasion, should be able to lift this off. So I've hit a slight snag here. This just won't come out. And I don't want to damage this cable mount, so what I'm going to do instead first is undo these 4 screws and lift this whole thing out. So just pull up and away, and there is your old shifter. So here is our shifter, and we're gonna get all this off, and this is the problem that's stopping us from getting all this removed. we need to reuse this on the new shifter, so we've got to pull this off. Now the best way I reckon I'm going to do this is rotate this around like that, so I've got access to here, and then I'm going to position that just there like that. I'm going to grab a hammer and just gently I'm going to whack this off. There we go. So that is now removed. We're going to need this. So keep that. Goes in the car like so. Might need this rubber ring. I'll just keep it in case we do. Here is our old shifter. There is like a shiftable mount on the end of this. I think we're going to need that. We're definitely going to need this, so keep that spare. And this is the reverse lockout, which I'm pretty sure we will no longer be able to use. Well, for one, it's way too long. So yeah, just bear in mind, if you're going to do this, this stays off the car. So remember, your car's a 5-speed, not a 6-speed, because you no longer have this as safety. All right, putting that to the side. I do believe we will need this, so I'll just quickly pry this off. There's the old shifter. No longer need that either, but you definitely need this. And this will go on here like that. But before I do, get your grease ready. Now there is a trick to these. So as you can see, this thing is mostly round, except there's a flat bit there. So that flat part has to face the front of the vehicle. So if that's the front of the car there, this goes in like so. All right. Now before you put these on, get your grease and be really generous here. Just put heaps on. Don't be shy. Better to have too much than too little. Get the ball greased up as well. Greasy. And slide the two together. Okay. So there we go, just a little bit of extra to be safe. This will just give you a nice smooth shift and make sure that the plastic doesn't dry out and start breaking on you. But that's pretty good. Next, we're going to grease up this part here. Again, be really generous like that. Better to have too much than too little. And now we're going to put this into the car. Back at the car, you want to slide the pin in first. And then just get the pivot ball sleeve seated as well. Just like that. That's sitting nicely, everything's very well lubed up. The next important thing to do is to make sure that these two little slots on either side are sitting in the right position. They need to be lying flat. If they're raised at all, or if they're twisted, you want to make sure that they're lying flat and they're sitting flat like that. And when you're happy with the placement and everything's looking good, slide your cover back on. This notchy top bit, so that's your reverse lockout, so that's in the back. Just slide this on. Cool. So that's sitting nice and flush and flat, so I'm happy with that. So now we put the 4 screws back in. Okay, so now that we're on, let's just test this. Everything's looking good and shifting well. So now we're going to put this cable mount back and slide it over the top. And when we do, there's going to be a little prang just there. that we need to slide this over. So push down, and at this point you might need a flat blade. Okay, so now that's sitting on there pretty nicely. I'm going to put the side screw back in, nice and tight, and clip this back over the top. Just check all your shiftings. Oh, I tell you what, that feels excellent. Really, really nice. So I'm not gonna lie, this took about 6 months to get here. There was a lot of kerfuffle with shipping, and anyway, I won't get into it. But Steeda, this feels lovely. Great shifter. Okay, the next step will be to put this back on. So just turn this inside out like that. And remember that cable tie that you cut out, which is here? Well, just pull this out because you no longer need it. Feed the new one in that was supplied with the shifter. So just feed that through. There we go. So now that that's fed through, you're going to take your billet piece that came with your shifter, and you want the skinniest end to come through here like that, and basically tie the zip tie around it. Just like that. And there you go. So this is now ready to go back into the car. Okay, so here's a little tip for you. This is ready to go back on, but one thing to note is when you slide this back onto the shifter, can you hear that? It's got a rattle to it, okay? So the one way I think we could fix that is, remember that little rubber piece that we took off the old shifter and we didn't know whether we'd need it? Well, if you slide this on here, it creates a rubber barrier between the cable mount and this billet piece. So I think that definitely helps. But still got a bit of a rattle. So to solve that, a little bit of your grease that you got left over, and put it on the shaft, rub the sucker in, and I think that is going to stop our rattle. Now, one last thing before you put this on, Steeda tells you to trim this piece because this cable now sits a little higher and it will catch on here. So just take a pair of pliers and trim this plastic piece down ever so slightly. Not completely, you want to leave a little bit left so that the shifter boot still has something to hold on to. But yeah, just give it a bit of a trim. I'm also just going to trim the leather boot, and I think now finally we can slide this back on for the last time. Hey, no more rattles. All right, don't forget to plug this plug back in, pop this back on, and finally, oh wow, that's such a nice difference. I wish you could feel this. Yeah, that's heaps better. Everything's nice and tight, no rattles. All right, well, we've got to go for a drive. Oh guys, it's so good. Wow, why didn't I do this sooner? What an absolutely awesome little upgrade. It took me all of 30 minutes to do this, and wow. Yeah, the shifts now are such nice, crisp quality. It's fantastic. So that's a worthwhile upgrade. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, go ahead and click that like button. You know the drill. If you want to see more content from me doing DIY projects at home in your own garage, you got to hit that sub button, and then YouTube will let you know when other stuff comes out. All in all, very simple mod, very, very worth it. I actually don't see any drawbacks to doing this at all. In fact, even the reverse lockout is okay. I thought taking the reverse lockout is going to be quite the problem because, well, you don't want to accidentally put your car into reverse, but you actually can't do it because once you're in fifth, you can't go into sixth gear still. You have to return it back to neutral before the car lets you, put it into sixth. So there's actually no drawbacks to doing this mod. All you're really going to get is crisper, shorter, firmer, lovely little shifts. Highly recommended. This is a great product, well done by Steeda. There's really, no drawbacks. It's perfect. So Steeda, this thing took 6 months to get here, but I don't regret it at all. I'm glad I waited for this thing. It's excellent. So I hope you liked this video, and if you did, make sure you check out my other Focus vids, which I also do at home in my own garage. So they're little projects that you can do yourself if that's the way you're inclined. And if you've got the time and the little money it takes to do this, do it. Anyway, enough chit chat from me. I'll catch you next time. I'm gonna go for a spin.